Everyone has their definition of success. But let's be real, money plays a big part. So, how can you achieve financial success? It all comes down to self-discipline, hard work, and a little bit of faith. Ready to dive in? Here are 14 game-changing tips to help you master financial self-discipline. 14. Always have a goal of what you want to achieve. First things first, set a goal. Know exactly what you want to achieve. Once you have that goal, craft a detailed plan to get there. You could break up your plan into steps that show you the direction you are heading. It is also important to have a timeline of when you should reach each point. This can help you know where you have been dragging along the process and how you can beat the deadline you have set. Write down a clear picture of the life you would want to live, the house you would want to live in, the car you would wish to drive, how much free time you have, and what should you do with it. Knowing what you are working towards will help you boost focus and track. 13. Follow the plan. Now that you have a plan, stick to it. Your plan is your GPS to success. It is the roadmap to your final destination, which is the goal. Self-discipline enables you to follow through with the plans you make within the specified time. Otherwise, you are just building procrastination. 12. Avoid making excuses. It is easier to make excuses and walk away from our tasks than to sit down and get it done. Many times, we know that it is barely going to make much of our time, but we still push it away. But listen, excuses may only act as distractors. Excuses are the enemy of progress. The next time you find yourself wandering from work, close your eyes. Focus on your breath count to 10 and then restructure. You will feel more relaxed and be brought back to what is important. Procrastination and excuses are a deadly combination that you can beat only if you decide to. 11. Be realistic. We sure always want to achieve everything we can, but it is important to pace yourself. Trying to achieve too much too quickly can lead to burnout and disappointment. To avoid this, thoroughly analyze your goals and come up with an approximation of how long each will take. Set yourself deadlines that you need to follow. It is strategically better to have only one thing done in 5 hours and to the best of your ability than it is to half-heartedly get 10 things done at the same time. Therefore, it is very important to take your time. 10. Change your ways. Financial freedom requires the ultimate discipline that many people aim to achieve, but only a few get to enjoy. In this case, you will need to do housekeeping and go far and beyond everything you are doing right now. This ranges from the way you think and your perspective towards life all the way to your relationships. Until we realize that we have a whole baggage that holds us from reaching our full potential, the narrative will remain the same. Don't ever expect anything new. There is more to financial freedom than just the actual thought of making money. Mere habits such as waking up late cost us a lot in our financial achievements and general affairs. Change is inevitable when looking to achieve your dreams, and you should prepare yourself for the graceful experience. Don't ever allow anyone to keep you in your comfort zone. 9. Make it a challenge. This is the easiest way to achieve self-discipline towards your financial success. Always embrace the course and do your diligence to get the job done. These challenges are normal circumstances that you need to get comfortable with. Humans, as creatures of comfort, strongly detest the idea of being challenged, even though it is the only thing that will change them. With every challenge faced, always look at it as a stepping stone towards the financially successful version of yourself. Once you get into the mind frame of putting in the work to make an achievement, then you already have completed half the race. Have you ever competed in a race? If you have, you'll usually get a rush of adrenaline and desire to win. That is the feeling you need to get when pursuing financial success. It will get you to a place you did not imagine because whatever obstacle you face along the way will be endured with zilch. 8. Reward yourself. Ivan Pavlov is a physiologist well known for his positive reinforcement philosophy. The philosophy suggests that the more someone is rewarded for a preferred behavior, the more they will do it. Applying this to yourself is a great way to keep you motivated. With each task, you complete off your to-do list, and for every goal you achieve, reward yourself. In this case, the reward could be anything you like: a shopping spree, a movie night, or even a chocolate bar. In a way, you are giving yourself a pat on the back for sticking to the plan and showing up for yourself every day. 7. Find yourself a motivation. When you know the reason that keeps you going, you will do everything you can to get there. Staying motivated is the biggest superpower you can have. This is why it is important to know the specifics of your dreams and goals. Ask any successful person what keeps them going, and they will pinpoint something specific in a millisecond. Even though you might be scared to leap, the fire of motivation will push you, and you will be diving headfirst into the new version of yourself before you even know it. 6. Financial literacy. Most people forget that you have to be financially literate for you to be financially successful. No world-famous doctor becomes that esteemed out of nowhere. They know their craft inside out and are sure of their capability. To keep yourself ahead of your peers, You need to know your craft inside and outside of finance so that you know what you are doing. Always continue feeding your mind and never let the growth mindset disappear. 5. Set a budget and stick to it. Budgeting is the first rule to financial literacy. Whether you want to save, invest, or spend, it is all contingent on your budget. If you prefer to go the old school way, you could whip out a diary, grab a pen and a calculator, write down how much money you get each month, and then add in columns with the different items you spend on. This will give you an idea of how much money you have been spending and on what items or activities. A budget helps us keep track of how we have been using money. It also helps to separate the successful individuals from those who are not. 4. Stay positive and ditch the shame. I think mistakes are just a conspiracy cooked up to keep you stuck in your ways. We all are human beings who are meant to make mistakes. How else are you supposed to learn? Mistakes are underrated. Don't let society demoralize or intimidate you for messing up because while they are booing, you are out here growing and succeeding. 3. Stick with the right crowd. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Can you say you are satisfied with your future looks? Never feel bad for leaving the people who do not elevate you. Find a new crowd. You can do all the work and tick all your tasks in your to-do list, but all of that will be useless if you continue to stick around with people who do not believe that you will make it. The bitter truth is that many people do not like seeing those close to them succeed. Be wary and find a group of people who may not only have the same goals as you, but are focused on their self-development as much as you are. 2. Practice. Have you ever heard of the simplest and most cliche advice? Practice makes perfect. No matter how much we have heard it said, we somehow have not truly believed in its power. Cristiano Ronaldo became the best footballer through practice. It did not matter how many times he failed at it, but the point to note is that he showed up the next day and did his best to prove himself worthy. Until one day he woke up and showed up to practice, he realized that he could score a goal with his eyes closed. This means that there is still hope for you to become disciplined in your financial success journey. Do not lose hope because the last day you set financial goals you did not achieve them. Get back to your journal and redo the whole process of setting a savings target and budget. This time, try as much as you can to stick to your numbers. You need to practice the art of discipline. When it comes to finances, practice the art of budgeting, saving, and investing. 1. Pick yourself up. We all make mistakes. And when you do, don't beat yourself up. Use them as a reason to do better each time. In addition to self-discipline, practicing the habit of building up yourself when you fall will teach you essential lessons such as self-reliance and having your own back. You no longer need reassurance from people that you can become rich. Believe in yourself always and do you. You cannot feel like quitting when you have someone to cheer you on, and that person is you. You are the only person that matters in your life. Do not put yourself down by being your own worst enemy.